Ho, 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 mother. It's the holidays. We got some cookies, some cocktails. Mainly 2 cookies and 1 cocktail. Everybody knows, you gotta start with a drink. That's the only way any of us are getting through this. A beverage of choice. It's the White Russian. Classic dude drink. It's Santa's go-to. I mean, obviously it would be Santa's go-to. It's milk. You don't think Santa's an alcoholic? Imagine having to deal with that many kids all the time. I'd be an alcoholic. Also, Santa definitely is a Fed. We have to acknowledge that. You're telling me he's not a mandatory informer? Some ice in here. This is the only time it's acceptable to put ice in milk. A White Russian is the perfect cocktail for Christmas Day. First thing in the morning, get some Kahluas, a little coffee style. Perfect. Can you get a DUI on a sleigh? The White Russian. Do Russians celebrate Christmas? Sure hope not. I feel like every Russian person ends up on the naughty list, no matter who they are or what they did. There's no way. We're gonna do 1 shot of vodka. Maybe that's too much. Got some heavy cream here. We got some Kahlua, even the name brand stuff. There you have it, the not so precise measurements of a White Russian. Give it a mix. Jesus, Mary and Joseph. What does the H stand for in Jesus' name? Heroin? Give it a try. It's great. You know, I didn't measure everything very well, but I think that's within the spirit of a White Russian. Because a White Russian's meant to be enjoyed like first thing in the morning. Christmas Day. Kids are yelling, screaming, tearing open boxes, and you go make yourself a White Russian in your bathrobe, and you sit on the couch, and you just kind of sit and watch. This is an old man's drink, basically, is what I'm describing. They'll get you bombed, too. The dad from the Christmas Story. That's what I picture when drinking a White Russian. If you've bought your son a Red Ryder BB gun for Christmas, you should probably drink one of these. You have your nagging wife in your ear complaining about how he's gonna shoot his eye out. And you know, you just gotta have a couple cocktails in the morning to help drown that out. Yeah, there you have it, White Russian. Sugar cookies, a Christmas staple. These are snickerdoodles. I f***ed up. And no, I'm not making them the real way. They make a bag of it. It's gonna be 10 times better than if I made it from scratch. The directions say to drop into cinnamon roll. Drop it in the bowl. What the f*** is this? Crack an egg into it. 1 egg. Plus these packages are so damn convenient. You can put all your garbage in them. Then we got a stick of softened butter that defies gravity. Stick of butter. Then we combine. I love Christmas, man. Christmas rocks. As an adult, you don't get the same joy out of opening Christmas presents. Not to say that you don't enjoy a nice Christmas present here or there, but it's just never really the same. Like I was walking around the store today, I bought my mom a present, and I walked through the toy aisle, and I remember seeing all of the useless garbage that you'd get as a present when you were a wee lad. Oh, I need water in it. That's the problem. Half a shot glass full of water. Maybe we'll add more. No, like the toys that like aren't quite name brand, but you get them and you're really pumped on them until you start to use them for a little bit, and then you're like, these things kind of suck. Need some more water. Yeah, like I miss that. Because now the version of that's not as exciting because you know what's going to be good and what's going to be bad. Like if somebody gets you like some weird electronic device that kind of sucks, you're not going to be pumped on it. You know that it's going to suck because it was ordered off the TikTok shop. Stir it up. Get everything incorporated. Christmas morning as a kid's like, it's like the first time you jack off. It feels great, but you know it only goes downhill the more you do it. Keep whisking it around. Get everything nice and combined. There you got it. Our dough. I f***ed the filming up on that, but as you can see, these are all combined. I also meant to buy parchment paper, but I ended up buying wax paper, and you can't bake that stuff. So I got just a regular baking sheet here. We got some butter. We're gonna butter down the aluminum foil just so everything comes off nicely. Grease it up like a pig, basically. Why are people greasing up pigs in the first place? That's what I want to know. What kind of freak was the first guy to be like, you know, I got all this grease and I got this pig here. Let's see where this takes me. The more butter, the merrier. That's the thing with cookies. We're gonna try to make a little gingerbread man here. Here's his head, need arms. This is not the right kind of dough for this. Up. Raw eggs. Who's afraid of those? There's his body, you know, the gingerbread man. See that? That's his snickerdoodle man. You see that? It's a nice looking snickerdoodle man. Do another one on the other side, facing towards each other. There you got it. We got our gingerbread man. Or our sugar cookie men. That looks like faces, right? And guys, those look like gingerbread men. Sprinkle a little of this sugar, this cinnamon sugar on top. There we got it. Snickerdoodle men. Snickerdoodle guys. We're gonna put them in the oven. The snickerdoodles are done. Well, I don't think they looked like what I thought they would when I put them in there, but hey, they're still snickerdoodles. They're still gonna taste the same. They're still hot. You gotta let them cool, but I can't wait for all that. Cut some of this here. Peel it up. Ah, hot. We're gonna pay homage to Santa Claus here, but dunk it in our White Russian. I mean, it's a snickerdoodle. It tastes good. When you think about Christmas, you got a couple decorations that always come to mind. You know, you got your trees, you got your lights, you got your Santa hat, and you got wreaths. So now we're gonna make some Rice Krispie wreaths. I don't know, we always made these growing up. These were huge in my house, so I thought it'd be nice to make them for you guys. Got about a stick of butter here. We're gonna melt that. Christmas is just the most wonderful time of year. You know, the stress of life and being like, oh, I have to buy everybody and, you know, even thinking about what you need yourself. It's really just makes you feel great. And just really makes you be so happy that, you know, you have so many people that care about you, and to let down with your Christmas gifts that you bought them. I mean, great Christmas gifts that you bought them. Yeah, dude, I love Christmas. I feel like Scrooge right now. Justice for Scrooge. That's all I'm saying. Scrooge McDuck, specifically. I mean, he's a duck. Do ducks know right from wrong? Yeah, exactly. That's what I thought. They don't. So, like, who cares if he's a little greedy? Scrooge McDuck. He did nothing wrong. And don't get me started on the Santa situation. What's the deal with the elves, Santa? Are you paying them? Are you paying them a fair wage? If you're paying them at all, are they slaves? Are elves Santa slaves? I don't want to believe it's true, but maybe we should be questioning the moral authority of the man who keeps elves to make his toys, and why does he get to choose what's right and wrong? Somehow the man who, I don't know if he owns them or if it's like an indentured servitude thing, but the man who has elves that work for him, forced to work for him, because what are they going to be, in the chocolate factory? Yeah, that doesn't seem like a good gig. At least the chocolate factory could be a little warmer. The elves seem like they got a pretty decent setup as far as like forced labor is concerned. We got some marshmallows. Dump them in. It's just, why does he get to be like, you are good or you are bad? And it's like when Santa was first thought of, like, it was like, you get coal for Christmas. And it's like, a lot of the people probably could have used coal back then. I just don't think a fat man with a beard should be the arbiter of good and evil. That's all I'm saying. Maybe that's a hot take. You know, why is he my moral compass? What's his basis? Is he like a Kantian ethics guy? You know, or is he more utilitarian? These are questions that I need to know before I start being a good boy or a bad boy. I don't want to be trying to do my best and then end up on the naughty list because I don't agree with Santa's philosophical conditions, but just because he, you know, is really into Plato or some bullshit, I'm like, guess I have to shape my entire moral ethics just so I cannot get coal for Christmas. Oh, that's all I'm saying. Santian ethics? What is that? Just be a good little boy? Not to mention the perverts watching you sleep. I don't know if I can get so into that. I'm like, that might be a little concerning. And maybe you could say it's like a euphemism for mom and dad, but in this household, we believe Santa is real. Oh yeah, we're melting the marshmallows down. What gives him the balls to just judge me? Fat man, disgusting fat bastard. Can't stand him. And we're just gonna hit it with some green food coloring. I don't know how much, so we're gonna do a little squirt of it at first. The Grinch, that's the other guy. Whoever wrote the diss track about the Grinch must have really hated that fella. I mean, he did steal Christmas, which I quite frankly would be pissed off if the Grinch stole Christmas, my Christmas. And like, he even took the roast beasts. That's unacceptable behavior. Take the presents, take the tree, but even taking the roast beast, the Grinch is taking food off your family's plate. And you're gonna accept him coming from all the way up there, taking it off your family's plate? I don't think so. I can accept that he took my tree. We got some cornflakes, just store brand, because who's buying Wheaties? Dump them in. I guess we're gonna do them all. I don't know how much to put in. That was probably too much, if I do say so myself. I might have put too much in here. This is a constant thing on this channel. Stank, stunk right here. I guess we're just gonna kind of scoop some of this out. Oh, did not work at all. Gonna put it in a ball. I think I need some oil on my hands. Try to scrape these together. These did not work. This is the most pitiful. They don't even look green. They're not gonna stick together. God damn it, dude. I knew I was putting too much in there as soon as I was doing it. Cooked. These are so oh well. There. We're gonna let those dry. You can make as many as you want. I made too much. And there you got it. You can chop it up. I don't know. This one's but they all can't be wins, and it still tastes pretty good. Turned out. Patience is a virtue, people.